Hey, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, but you can call me Pajama Grandma. In case we haven't met yet, go ahead and put hashtag pajama in the comments below, because then I know you're brand new being exposed to the grandma pajama. Pajama Grandma. Now, you might be thinking, what the heck am I listening to? How on earth did I end up here? Who is this crazy lady with a bun and her robe and pajamas on, drinking out of a heart cup? Love this cup. Got it for writing articles. I was in a challenge. Okay, I've loved challenges forever, even before I got on the internet in the last year and a half is when I decided that I was going to leave the brick and mortar world and dive in head first. I didn't even jump in. I dove right in to the online world and figure out how to make that work for my life so I could live the Pajama Grandma bathrobe lifestyle, or some people call it the laptop lifestyle. Basically, I can do what I want to do to run my businesses from anywhere remotely, which is really a cool way to be. Now, I need an internet connection, or at least my cell phone needs a connection, and I can do everything I need to do for my business. It took me a while to set that up, but now that I know how to do it, I can help people do it a whole lot faster than it took me. It also took me longer, I think, than most people because I don't have a computer background. I don't have an internet-type technology background. Now, I'm an engineer, so I'm not really stupid, but it was a whole different world to me. I'm old enough, since I'm the Pajama Grandma, to not have been exposed to technology in that way, shape, or form. And so it's taken me a while to figure out what works, to figure out what doesn't work. That, coupled with my lack of ability to ask for help, I credit with taking me longer to figure things out than a lot of other people. Some people jump into a new technology and they figure it out right away, especially younger people. You guys are lucky in that you've been exposed to this your entire lives. I grew up in the day when, we still had rotary phones. I don't know that millennials, I don't like that term particularly, younger people, like my kids, we never had a rotary phone when my kids were little. We did have a telephone in the house, so they actually know what a telephone is. My kids are in their 20s. But a lot of people now, they're getting into business and creating their own things online because the internet has made that possible, which I think is fascinating, which is why I'm attracted to it and decided that I was going to do it too so that I can teach other people, particularly women my age, women over 50, that they have alternatives. They have things that they can do, and other people as well, that there's so many things that we can do. And you might want to still keep your job. I worked in corporate America for 25 plus years while I ran businesses on the side. Now, I was running brick and mortar, like real live manufacturing, real estate, and other type businesses. I wasn't doing online businesses because the internet hadn't really even been invented yet. So the internet was new, and I'm not an early technology adopter. I love my phone, but the reason I love my phone is because I use it as a camera. I actually call my phone a camera. I have taken tens of thousands of pictures on my cell phone because I love that they incorporated that feature into the phone. I used to always have a digital camera, and I'd run around once digital cameras, I am from before digital cameras. Once digital cameras came out, I love taking pictures. And part of that is because I don't have very good vision. My eyes are a challenge for me. They've been a challenge since I was a very little girl. I'm sure I was born with messed up vision, but since they've been a challenge, I love taking pictures. I love capturing the beauty that's all around us. Now, my daughter's a photographer, which is really funny because she likes to tell me a lot of my pictures aren't in focus. And I'm like, well, they look good to me, so because I have funky eyes, everything looks pretty good to me. So I think pretty much everybody is beautiful and handsome. And I guess I see the inner beauty in people, but it's also because my eyes are not 100%. I mean, I use a magnifying glass for everything, which I am super grateful that I can still see with a magnifying glass, because when I was younger, it looked like I wasn't going to be able to see. So every day that I can see, every day above ground, to me is an awesome day. So what does that have to do with what I'm working on, transitioning my businesses from the offline world to the online world? And what am I working on? What did I do yesterday that was really awesome? Yesterday, I did a live web class teaching people how to get customers coming to them on autopilot for free. And the reason I did that is because last week I had so many people upset because they weren't getting customers to come to them. And some of them are coaches. Some of them are technological service providers for other businesses, and some of them are business owners. All different walks of life brought the topic up, and we're struggling with the topic at the same time. And whenever I see that happening, it means it's something I need to address and something I can do something about. So there's a lot of people running around selling how to do this to get people to work with them as coaches. And I'm like, no, I'm just going to do this and show everybody how to do it. So if you're having a hard time getting customers for free to your business, go on to my Sharon Horne-Ellstrom page and look for the video. I just made it yesterday, and see exactly how you can do that for free. Just see how you can do it. It's super easy, and you walk through the video, you do it step by step, exactly what I did, and boom, you will have customers coming to you. Now, you have to put that little tool that you create in front of the people you want to work with, but you can do that in a lot of different ways for free. You can put it up on your social media accounts. I'm assuming you have a Facebook if you're listening to me on Facebook Live, so put it up on your Facebook feed. You can do the old school ways. You can create flyers. You can call people, or you can ask to put it up in coffee shops. Every coffee shop pretty much has a free bulletin board. If you're in a small town, I'm in a small town, so maybe that's why I still notice it all the time. But almost every restaurant, not almost everyone, but a lot of them that have like lobbies, like I'm thinking the Willow River Inn and Saloon in Burkhardt. It's a teeny tiny town of, I don't even know that it has a population because it's unincorporated. But there's probably 100 or so people that live there. They have a bulletin board when you walk into the saloon and the pizza. They have a Carboni's Pizza there. There's a giant bulletin board where people can share their businesses, share their business cards. You can create a flyer and hang it up on there using this same strategy. So there's really no excuse to not be getting and serving people. And if you're serving people, then you don't have trouble getting customers. If you're just approaching people out of desperation and, oh my God, I have to have customers, I'm going broke or whatever, people sense that and they don't work with you. They don't come to you. So I put this up so everybody can go get it and find it and do it right now. Part of it is because of this online group that I'm in. I've been in it for a year and a half now, and I know that there's tons of people struggling with it. And I don't know what makes a lot of us, and I will admit I struggled for like about a year with it because I didn't feel like I knew what to do. Now, the silly thing is I knew what to do all along. It's a step-by-step process, but it's almost like we need somebody to give us permission to just go out and do it. And so I'm giving everyone permission today to just go out and do it. Go get the tool, watch the video, boom, do it for you. You can do it in like 10 minutes or 15 minutes with no technical ability. If I can do it in 10 minutes, holy bazzoli, anybody can do it in 10 minutes. So get that tool, go out, use it, do it. It's free. I think I asked you for your email, and that's, if you don't want to give me your email to be able to get customers that you want to work with coming to you for free, then don't give me your email. Go pay somebody to teach you how to do it. But I know they will charge you between $500 and $1,000 to teach you how to do the one thing that I'm showing you how to do for free. So I like to give value, and that's just one way I could think of that was frustrating so many people. And I'm like, it's because we're all overcomplicating it. We're all overcomplicating the things that we do. And I think one of the hardest things for us to do, especially me, given that I'm an engineer with an entrepreneurial brain that always is trying to do 1,000 different things at once, and I've had extensive coaching on this subject, that you have to focus on the one thing, Sharon. You have to focus on one thing. And it's true. We do have to focus on one thing, or we never get traction. We never get anything done. So every morning I have to remind myself, what's the one thing that I am going to do and focus on today? It doesn't mean it's the only thing I'm going to do, but what is my most important priority? One thing that if I accomplish that today, I feel like it's a successful day. And guess what? every day this year I've had a successful day because I've focused on one thing and I've always gotten that one thing done. Not always. I should never say always because we never always do anything. There have been a couple days this year that I set one thing and then I changed it because something of higher priority came up that had to become my one thing. So that is my rant for today, I guess. So yesterday I did that. Today I've got my mastermind group call today. So we are doing a mastermind today. Whenever I have mastermind days, so pretty much every Tuesday is, and I don't know, it might be different in the future, but right now, Tuesday, I have a mastermind group for a coaching program, and that is my favorite. This is my favorite day of the week because I love getting on that call and masterminding and working with the people in this group. They're fantastic. They're fun. They keep me excited about the possibility of different things and different opportunities, and we're all going through a similar process right now with our businesses and with our expertise. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm going through that again with them to hone in on one area of my expertise and sharing things with people around that and creating things around that one thing. So that is helping people to supersize their business. And that is the one thing I'm focusing on and working right now. Because it's actually something I'm very, very good at. And I never acknowledged it before we started going. And I've had the idea, I registered that domain name at least a decade ago. And I had the idea and the inkling that I could and wanted to and should be helping and coaching people with that. But I didn't ever turn it into a business for myself. I just was doing it along the way, coaching and teaching people until this year. This year I did, but until this year, I wasn't a business. It was just something I did naturally, helping people with their businesses, helping them in their careers, helping them to move their life ahead and their business ahead in the way that they wanted to. And I was like just doing it for free. And so by the time I was exposed to Russell Brunson and he said, do the thing you do for free, I'm like, man, I've been doing that for at least a decade, probably for 20, 30 years. I've been mentoring people and coaching them on how to get ahead in their career or how to get whatever they want or how to supersize their business. And I've actually done that with several businesses of my own and several businesses with and for other people. So that is what I'm focusing on and working on today. Yesterday, I think, was an awesome day. Great coaching calls, help people with some really fun projects that they're working on because I like to help people in whatever it is that they need next. So sometimes, and it's different for everyone, but it's always helping them to realize their next thing. What's the next thing that I need to do to really make that quantum leap in my business? And I will tell you a secret. When you're helping other people and coaching other people, they always know what the next thing is that they have to do. So it's not like I'm super smart or a genius or anything. All I'm good at is getting them to see and realize what the next most important thing is for them to do. And I do that by listening to them and asking questions. So if you want to know how to be an awesome coach, all you have to do is ask great questions and listen. Because if you ask good questions, they tell you the answers, and then you just repeat them back to them in another question. And then they have this light bulb moment that says, oh my God, I know what to do. Because you know what? Everything we need, every single one of us, is already inside of us. We just have to know and believe. And sometimes we need a guide to show us, yep, it's there. I can do that too. And that's my favorite role. So go out, make it a fantastic day. I have things I want to get into and do today. And so I want to start my day too. I will see you tomorrow, of course, with another episode of What's She Up To Now? Because I'm trying to encourage you to go for your dream. Do what you want to do. Be who you are and show up in the world and make the world a better place. Because I like to think that's why we're all here. Bye. See you tomorrow.